Right guys, welcome to another of my videos. I'm here and beside, just down below here is the watering well that I put in. That old basin, I've just filled it up. So I'm sitting here and I'm watching, and there's where yous are is where the tree is. Where I seen that pheasant the other day. Anyway, I thought I'd go on to the subject of artist's income. Now, if you're a struggling artist and you're finding it very hard to sell your paintings, bring in a decent enough income, because as you know, paints, brushes, watercolour pads, canvases, you name it, are all not so cheap. They all cost money, and you need to be able to afford an income where you can subsidise the income. Yeah, you've got to buy things for your art in order for you to sell them. So when I first started off in the art, you've probably heard me saying this before, I was very naive and I thought to myself, this will be good because I'll paint my canvases, my watercolour paintings, whatever, and I'll sell them on eBay. eBay has been my only sole source of selling my paintings and everything on online. I don't have any other outlet. I only sell on eBay. But as I says, I was very naive. I thought, yeah, I will sell my paintings on eBay and I'll produce an income. Very naively. If you're an artist and you're selling eBay, you'll know that by now. So I had to do a little bit of quick thinking. I already had it in plan anyway, to sell other things on eBay, but I had to do something to subsidise my art income when there was no sales of me selling paintings. But if you get a long spell, then it's no use. If you get a long spell of no selling your art or whatever, so you have to subsidise your art income by other means, whether it's a part-time job, whether it's selling other items on eBay, which I do. Just various different outlets of a second income to subsidise your art while you're getting established and whatever. Yeah, so I learned that lesson quick. But when I was staying at my mum and dad's house, well, I was waiting on another house, the house that I'm in just now, I planned ahead. When I worked in the cinema, I was into the movie memorabilia at that time. So what I did was I purchased, we went to movie memorabilia shows, sales. We went to shops like Woolworths at the time that was selling lots of reduced movie memorabilia figures, action figures, spaceships, you name it, they had it. So what I did was, on my lunch hour from the cinema, I used to go out and purchase loads and loads of reduced items for movie memorabilia. And in my mum and dad's attic I used to put the merchandise for future use, because I knew I was going to be selling stuff on eBay in the near future. I had an idea the cinema was going to close, so I had been planning ahead. And my mum's loft, my dad's loft, is full of items, posters, movie memorabilia, everything you can think of to do with the movie world. But I got them all cheap. I got them some mostly at half price and less, so I knew that I was going to make a profit at least when I sold them on again. And that was a great bit of fun. I love going charity shopping, thrift shopping, all those kind of things. So yeah, that got me started. I'd had hundreds, maybe thousands of items for my eBay art shop for when I started. So Always plan ahead, as they would say, and I did. And I never look back on it now, because it was well worth the effort and the money at the time. So yeah. So a little tip for yous, all yous struggling budding artists out there, and you're saying, I don't know what I'm going to do. I've only sold one painting in a month. I can't live off this. You have to think of another income as well alongside. So the best way I found out was an eBay art shop, and it moved on from there. And another little tip I'll give you is, when you start producing money, income from these things you are selling, always reinvest when you can. When you can, reinvest back into all those items again. Keep the stock flowing. No use selling stock and letting it go to practically nothing, because that way you will not benefit in the long run. But yeah, as soon as you get that little bit of income, always put a bit aside and go thrift shopping, charity shopping, go and get new stock, replace the ones that you've got, and most of all, keep your stock topped up. Always keep it topped up, never let it go low, because that's a sure way of ending your business. Then when it does go low, you've got no cash or whatever to go and buy new items. You have to wait for other sales or whatever, and you're back to square one. So a little bit of sound advice there for you. And that's the way I started. And I love Downton Abbey, all those old costume drama on the TV and on Prime and whatever. Downton Abbey is my favourite. All those, when I look at the film, I'm always looking at the interior design, the table with all the silver plate, the cups, the china, the teapots, the curtains, everything that's old and goes way back in time. So hence I have lots and lots of antiques and interior design pieces in my eBay art shop as well. So you notice I went from selling art paintings to movie memorabilia, and then I went on to the antiques and handmade wooden items as well, all those hand carved owls and all those animals, foxes, birds, everything that's hand carved from Africa or wherever. You've seen them before, the giraffes, the rhinos and whatever, all hand carved. My speciality in my shop was everything was to be like arty, handcrafted, whatever. So yeah, you can actually see how things progress up the ladder. The more money you bring in, the more you can buy and put up in your eBay art shop. So I mean, yours might be completely different. It might be something not along the lines of what I've just mentioned. It might be, but make sure that you are selling things and going and buying things or making things that you love, and that makes all the better, because there's all the best as times come when you're selling things that you love. So yeah, I thought I'd sit down here, have a little chat with you. And you are going to get hard times. I'm coming up to 500 items in my eBay art shop, and there is days I can go without selling a thing. But you put a little bit of money aside to tide you over on these times, and it all comes good. So yeah, I hope that wee bit of advice bucks you up a little bit. And always look to the future, because things can't always be down at times. Things can only get better, as they says. But yeah, you're going to see the good times and you're going to see the hard times. But you have to take the good times with the bad times. Always be prepared and plan ahead if you can, and do as many paintings as you can. You can't do too many paintings I'm telling you, I used to make about 10 paintings and put them up on eBay, and that was what I had. And the minute I started producing more paintings, like say 40, 50 paintings, and then going up and up and up, that's when my sales started coming up, because they've got more things for people to choose from. So yeah, my eBay art shop is linked in the description box below as usual, if you want to have a good look at it. It's great just having a look through, just to see what I have there. You'll see what I mean by the mixed items, but every item that I pick or go shopping for, hunt for, like treasures, are all good items. You know yourself, I wouldn't pick anything that's cheap and miserable and not up to the standards. So what I have in my eBay art shop is all quality goods and items. So yeah, that's my little talk for today. A little bit of advice for yous. You'll never believe it, but the robin is just right next to yous on the camera watching me. It's like an audience. So yeah. Anyway, I've got my sandwiches being prepared today. Sun's coming out. I've got my sandwiches here. I'm just going to have my lunch. Salad sandwich as usual. So I'm just going to finish off here and go up to the top of Leafy's Wood and finish feeding the birds as well. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of advice there, and I'll just show you. Oh, it fell off. This is where the pond is. So before I go, guys, I'm just gonna get this water out my rucksack and I'll top up the well. If you look behind me, you can see the robin that was sitting beside the phone there. This little robin follows me everywhere. Lovely. Yeah. So before I go, I hope you enjoyed that little vlog there, but I'll just top up this well with water. I like topping it up. Just keep it topped up, bring a bottle with me every time I come to Leafy's Wood. The other day I seen deer tracks in here, so I know the deer's having a drink of the well as well. No pun intended, well as well. I thought I'd show you this as well. This is the, remember I told you yesterday that I sold the candlesticks, the spiral candlesticks. These are the ones that went off to the Isle of Skye. So just as we were talking about selling other things on eBay to subsidise the art, this is proof here that these things do sell. And they subsidise my art. And there's lovely candlesticks. Anyway, I was reluctant to part with them, but as I says, subsidise the income. And I was also fortunate enough to sell a beautiful coffee, a silver plate coffee and tea set, a full set. It's off down south to a care home. Couldn't go to a better place. But this is, I've got quite a few tea sets that I'm selling on eBay. But as you can see, this is what I was meaning by my Downtown Abbey merchandise, silver plated. Glorious luxury treasure of a coffee pot, teapot, sugar bowl, milk jowl, tea set. Will look lovely on a dining room table, and I got a good price for it, as you see. So yeah, subsidising your art income. Right, guys, I think it's time for home now. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. As it says, give me the thumbs up if you do. It always helps. And I'll catch you in the next one. Off home to do, well, to cook my sausages. Bye bye for now. Tea time.